Now, moving on, the Auditor General has concluded the current school capitation model for all public schools, and he says it's not equitable and termed it inadequate for learners across the country.
Appearing before the National Assembly Public Accounts Committee, the Director of Audit at the Auditor General's office, Justus Okumu, noted that a special audit has established that 14 ghost schools received a total of 16.68 million shillings, with the County Directors of Education in the said locations identified, saying that they were not aware of their existence. Further, the special audit revealed that there was serious underfunding to schools amounting to 117 billion shillings. Here is Abdiaziz Hashim with the details.
A special audit conducted by the Nancy Gathungu-led office has exposed the underbelly and the disbursement of capitation to schools across the country.
The capitation model, therefore, is not equitable.
The report, which was presented before the Public Accounts Committee, revealed that there are 14 schools that received a total of 16.68 million shillings during the period under review, yet are not in existence.
The schools did not appear in the County Director of Education records, while the CDs of County Directors of Education were not aware of their existence.
Moreover, there were 6 schools that had ceased operations but received a capitation amounting to 889,348 during the year under review.
So the ghost schools are those ones that are missing entirely from all the 3 registers.
Yeah, the ghost schools are the ones that were not on the ground. You know, I'm out of the...
They are in the system but don't exist on the ground.
We went to the ground and from the CDs, they could not show us the schools.
The audit further rooted out variances that resulted in an imbalance of allocation, where some schools received more funds than others.
The variances resulted in 354 secondary schools, 999 GSS and 270 primary schools being overfunded by a total of Kenya shillings 3,702,886,203 over the 4-year period.
The special audit established that there were instances where schools withdrew cash or transfer funds from the tuition account, contrary to the guidelines issued by the State Department for Basic Education.
The underfunding amounted to 71 billion, 22 million, 126,504 for secondary schools. Kenya shillings 31 billion 981 million 877,799. Kenya shillings 14 billion 48 million 116,230 for primary schools.
And we have 230 primary schools, and all of them have been underfunded to a tune of almost 2.1 billion.
Further, there were discrepancies in textbook allocation, where several schools received textbooks they did not require, while others received less at the expense of the taxpayers' money.
There were 118 secondary schools, 225 GSSs, and 26 primary schools that received textbooks for subjects not offered in the schools. The total value of the distributed textbooks for subjects not offered at the schools amounted to 30,342,907.
They have refused to even give them permission to offer some subjects, but they go ahead and deliver textbooks to those particular schools, which means the intention is not to deliver books, but to do business.
It's not by happenstance, it's by design, and we must punish those who design the system to make it fail to favor some people.
The committee now wants the Education Ministry officials to appear before it and expound how they will solve some of the issues raised in the special audit. Abdiaziz Hashim for Prime Edition.